So before we begin here, I'd like to give a prayer, right? I'd like to give a special prayer and a special shout out to Dominic Williams and his dog Sparky. I pray that he gets better and that everything is okay with him. I pray that he recovers. But let's begin here. Scorned Magnamalo has taken the world by storm, and I feel like it's time I really discussed how variants are born here. Plus, it's been a while since I talked on my channel, so yeah. Let's get it done here, boys, shall we? So, to start off, Scorned Magnamalo is actually a variant of, well, the original Magnamalo. He actually comes out after the game. So, basically, the final, flagship monster. That's the strong enough to tie away from there's no real reason they need to. But all honesty, Elder Dragons, like any other monster, operate on. You have Kushala, Teostra, Lunastra, and Chameleos at the essentially at the bottom, right? They're basically these normal type of elder dragons, right? But then you have
Hear me, O flames of those divine.
You have Gigante.
Restless spirits doomed to serve a creature of malice.
These elder dragons are...
Your will is connected, no matter how faint. And though you are destined to fade before long, I know. Before making your way to purgatory, you must bear witness. To the power of your own souls, manifested as relentless evil.
Other creatures will try to fight other dragons, and thus we got the birth of other variants and subspecies like seething basil goose and variants like seething basil goose and subspecies like the ebony odogaron, which actually originates from the elder recess. Yeah. Now Velkhana, right, was such a force to be reckoned with that it was actually displacing other monsters and causing them to evolve here. It's actually stated that a subspecies of a group of Glavinus and a group of Anjanath migrated to different regions just because this elder dragon was displacing them along with Sheri-Ish Valda. Okay? This is actually the response to, well, the birth of acidic Glavinus, because they had to adjust with not only dealing with Tigerexes and Odogarans, but to also dealing with the harsh conditions that came with the Rotten Veil, including adapting to the likes of other elder dragons like Valhazak instead of Teostra. Okay? Coral Pookie Pookie is a Pookie Pookie species that made its way to the Coral Highlands, trying to fill in a power gap just to become another regular inhabitant capable of fighting against TTTT Yaku and Palumo, but is still a prey item to the likes of Zen Ogre and Legiana. Okay? Sorry about that. And, ooh, that actually is a nice picture if I do not say so myself. But yes, these subspecies are capable of adapting and thriving in different environments. Another one is the Viper Toby Kadachi, who was adapted to living in the undergrowth of the Hoarfrost region, where it's a lot warmer. Okay? It's also developed poisonous quills to not only take down prey, but to defend itself from bigger predators, like Tigerex and Barioth, who are able to prey upon it. But yet these poisonous quills prevent it from being preyed upon and make it a deadly adversary. The only way I think they will be able to get it if it's ambushed. And then, like I said earlier, Fulgor Anjanath, a species mainly adept to the Hoarfrost region, an absolute menace to other predators, and is capable of fighting against other monsters, even becoming an invasive species and traveling around to hunt on other monsters, pretty much hunt and prey upon other monsters. I already made my my little video on Fulgor Anjanath being probably the biggest victim as an invader due to Ebony Odogaron. And speaking of which, everyone's favorite dark puppy, the Ebony Odogaron, the ultimate super predator. The predator who will not hesitate to eat other predators. Such a very cunning and adept creature, now with the power to neutralize elder dragons. And yes, that's what dragon energy is for. It's meant to be a direct counter to the abilities of elder dragons. I will explain that more when I make a Devil Joe origin video, okay? About where Devil Joe's location and how possibly he, an ogre, and other monsters may have came from that location as well. So, yeah. What does this mean for Magnamalo in general? Well, again, Magnamalo is such a success at being, well, an invader that it doesn't need a subspecies. It just needs a variant. Variants are born through mutations, okay? Through genetic anomalies even, all right? These guys are, excuse me, are the top of their class. They're top of the order. Now, yes, they could become a species over time, but the conditions have to be so stressful that their genes will have to permanently stay like that in order to become a subspecies. Now, yes, of course, everything does start off as a variant of another species, but then it becomes a subspecies after, they've been able to reproduce that said species after a while. Magnamalo having a Scorned Magnamalo variant or becoming a variant means that the stresses of the likes of Guys Magorum and Malzeno, possibly also dealing with the likes of stronger monsters like Espinas, Garen Gollum, and Luna Garen, plus the competition with Zen Ogre, does prove that it's been getting intense here. There's also Fierce Rajang. It would also have to contend with territory and possibly hunting grounds. Plus, with the arrival of Seething Basil Goose, yes, this does mean that the competition for Magnamalo elevated itself to where it needs to be able to deal with these kind of monsters on a regular basis. Meaning that its blades are constantly out. It's faster. It's stronger. Its hellfire is just 10 times harder than before. And if you ask me where I would place its power level, yes, on par, if not greater. Because Devil Joe stalemates Elder Dragons. Alright? He stalemates these Elder Dragons while Magnamalo is able to press them into the ground. Literally body slam them like nothing. Alright? Just straight up body slam like nothing. Alright? It absolutely just no diff these Elder Dragons. Yes, they're able to blast them off and blast them back, but it's clearly shown that he's overpowering them with little to no effort whatsoever, okay? So these monsters do need to adapt, and Magnamalo is simply no exception on that list here. But it is very scary to think about, because now he's 10 times more powerful and is capable of possibly one-shotting, if not two-piecing a Rathalos. Now the turf wars he has just seem unnecessary. And the fact that he's able to both stalemate and even look like he has a slight chance at winning against Malzeno, an Elder Dragon that can manhandle Garen Gollum and Lunagarn. Yes, I know the turf war has not been out yet, but the concept art does show that Malzeno is able to hold its own and even just dominate Luna Garen and Garen Gollum. It is the way it is here. And Garen Gollum is actually a physically superior breed, possibly stronger than Elder Dragons. And then again, like I said earlier, you have to consider that Espinas is also encountering Magnamalo as well, because Espinas is actually capable of fighting against Kushala Aura on the regular. A regular Elder Dragon brawling creature. That's actually one against Elder Dragons. So it's very possible Espinas is above Devil Joe. Matter of fact, that might be my next video after Duran Burrows, so you never know. But hey, you guys. Thank you all for listening to me today about how Scorned and Magnamalo was born. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. And remember, if you have a Monster Hunter creature request or a theory you want me to upload, I will do it for you guys. This is Legendary Ghidorah, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.